feel like there's a good difference between just being an edgy person and being just a degenerate shad man goes from degenerate to Satan. Yeah, there's definitely a difference between being like an edgelord and then like just doing that shit. Oh god. Let's watch some moms be bad. Let's see if they're worse than Shad Man. Oh, and this is actually by... Might have to reload this. This is from Shira on the Wall.
Welcome to Bad Mom TikTok, where the worse you parent, the better you perform. We're talking moldy diapers, toddlers eating donuts for breakfast, and living rooms that look like a deleted scene from Hoarders. And the craziest part, TikTok loves this content because these moms aren't getting cancelled, they're getting rewarded with likes, gifts, and talk show appearances. Because on this app, neglect isn't just accepted, it's monetized. Now, did that sound like an exaggeration? Because unfortunately, it is not. Mommy videos are incredibly popular on TikTok, and they range from tips and trick videos, relatable stories, and cute baby videos that will make your ovaries scream and make you pin down your man like a rabid cavewoman.
Worse than Shad Man, Mission Impossible.
Bye, Snoo Snoo! Yeah!
And listen, I've definitely fallen into the mom talk rabbit hole before, and I don't even have a baby, but I can appreciate how beautiful motherhood can be. But here's the thing, not all mom content is heartwarming or helpful, because over the past year, I've seen countless momfluencers go viral, not for being good parents, but for how terrible they are at it. And because I've seen so many of these bad moms, I've decided to organize them for science.
Yes, science!
And what better way to do that than with the internet's favorite thing, a tier list. So on the top of the list, we have the S tier. They aren't necessarily a bad mom, they just show the messy reality of parenting. Then we have the B tier, moms that probably should have gotten a dog instead. Then we have the C tier, moms that probably shouldn't own a dog either. D tier, the dog would be a better parent. And then finally F tier, I've lost all hope in humanity and am praying for a nuclear winter. Hey Shira? Yeah, what's up? We have to do our sponsor segment right now. Oh, okay, make it quick. All right, folks, stick around to hear about our lovely sponsor today, MyHeritage. I seriously love these guys. They actually sent me a DNA kit.
If you're into DNA stuff, do MyHeritage.
Okay, now that we're done with that, buckle up your car seat, hold on to that juice box, because this parenting ride's about to get bumpy. Man. First up, we have Am3nity, the self-proclaimed lazy mom of TikTok. By the way, the 97 in her username stands for her birth year, so she's 27 with 3 kids. I mean, same, except my kids are 2 dogs and a cat, but I promise my babies eat way better than whatever Alex is serving hers.
Remind me to beg your husband to join your Steam family because I'm too poor for games. Yes, I need to bother him later.
My 1-year-old's breakfast with me. Donuts? For breakfast?
What the hell?
For a 1-year-old? Is your child like a little police officer? Homer Simpson? Me at 3 a.m. stumbling out of a nightclub and inhaling a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts from 7-Eleven? Oh look, she's cutting them into like little slices. It's like she's cooking. Now listen, I get it. She's got 3 kids. Let's cut her some slack. I sometimes ate fast food growing up. It's not the end of the world. I'm sure this is a one-time thing.
What the hell?
Okay, 2-time thing?
That's breakfast, Bella, Brooklyn, and Chase.
Okay. 3 times.
This is their breakfast, so this is my 7-year-old's plate, and this is my 5-year-old's plate.
More donuts? Are
what
you
the
serious?
hell?
Oh, wait.
Donuts kill me if I eat them in the morning. The 1-year-old must be suffering. Yeah, that's so much sugar. I die if I have anything sweet in the morning, dude. That's why you should have to have savory sugar. I'm like out by 12, man. What the
she
fuck?
gives them some grapes in this one. We love nutrition. Slay.
Do you want chocolate glazed or regular?
Now, of course, the comment section under her videos wasn't having it. Super healthy. America Core. Is vegetable expensive in your place? I'm gonna be real here. I actually had the same thought when I moved to the United States too. Like, is produce unaffordable? Or apples like $30 each? No. Walk into Walmart, pretty standard pricing. So no, it's not that vegetables are, you know, too expensive. It's that we've normalized feeding our kids literal garbage. Now, to her credit, Alex does sometimes cook, which is awesome. Because, you know, eating processed food isn't good all the time. Cook breakfast with me as a single mom of 3.
Bro!
That's a lot of oil.
I wouldn't be eating. I can't do that much.
You can watch.
You can watch.
Is that another donut?
Bro.
Diabetes.
Why is she obsessed with donuts?
I guess she made them at home. I don't know. Is that better? I don't think that's better. Honestly, Alex, at this point, just hand them a spoon and a tub of icing for dinner. And then for dessert, a tub of chocolate ice cream.
Just give them, just give them ice cream at that point.
Alex
like, that's
has
probably
been
more
posting
nutritious.
on TikTok for a long time. And I think she has finally started paying attention to the hate comments.
Fuck is
so
that?
she has been improving lately.
Going in the oven for about an hour.
Look at this. This is real food. It looks delicious. Like, yes! Let's go, Alex! Now, with that in mind, we have to rank Alex on the bad mom tier list. Now, because we don't know that much about her life, or
I'd
how
say she
treats
probably
her
should have gotten a
kids,
dog.
And based solely on that, I'm gonna give her a B. She was this close to giving her kids diabetes before high school, but she is trying to improve. Now, I highly doubt that we will rank the next mom even close to something that high, because this next mom makes Alex look like a super mom.
Get my house ready with me, so CPS can come on.
What? What do you mean so CPS can come over? What the fuck? Bro, I'm breaking my camera, bro! What the fuck? That's insane, guys. Oh my fuck.
To something that high.
Not really
because
running.
This next mom
also, her makeup, so pretty. We love her makeup.
Makes Alex
she looks so pretty.
Look like a super mom.
Get my house ready with me, so CPS can
come over. Yeah, so I don't lose my
Amanda,
kids.
MCG, who spends every day deep cleaning a 3-bedroom house that is so filthy it looks
how the
like
fuck
it's
did
been
you even
through
afford a
3 world wars
bedroom?
and a plague. Amanda's
What the
content
fuck?
is so
So CPS can come over. Don't sing in my house.
disturbing. It feels
You're
less
watching
like
my
typical
stream.
cleaning videos and more like a playthrough of Crime Scene Cleaner. Because if a crime was ever committed in that house,
Ooh, watch your ass
no
failed to
one
get me
is
that.
finding the evidence. Especially not if it's under her bed.
Good morning, and we are back with another bedroom cleaning
Just don't
video.
have under
I did have
the
my
bed.
daughter go under the bed and push all the trash out.
Just
You'll
don't
see
have a
here
bed
soon.
frame at that point.
What?
I did have my daughter
Get a
go under
broom.
the bed and push all the trash out.
This is your
Bro.
bedroom. You're
Yeah.
a mess. Send yourself to the trash tunnels.
Here, I'm trying to get my daughter to be here helping me. She was eager to help me. She loved coming under the bed, pushing all this garbage out. As you can see here, she's loving it.
Is she?
No. There is no way that your daughter
We haven't even seen her face. I don't know if she's
loving
loving this.
dirty dishes.
Bro, that's a smash Smirnoff right there. This is literally a fucking Smirnoff lemonade, like, blue raz tea, bro.
Sticky half-drank soda
There's
cans.
yeah, no, that's another
I don't
beer.
even know what's in that.
You got a whole toilet roll here because you can't even afford fucking tissues, bro. Like, bro, tissues aren't that expensive. You can get the name brands 2 for $4. And that's at the cheap stores. You go to fucking Dollar Tree if you need them cheaper. Fuck. You got like the little Halloween baskets. I think that's from fucking McDonald's, bro. I think I fucking have that. I used to work there.
But I'm worried. She's not the trash man.
That's my character. I'm the
Trash man.
She's not Oscar the Grouch.
Oh, I love trash.
Also, can I just ask, how
That's right, you
does
guys
this
watch me.
much garbage get under the bed? I mean, I get the occasional rogue
Yeah,
saw,
I don't
maybe a
understand.
slipper.
I just have plushies
This
under my
isn't
bed.
a mess. This
And, like,
is a
my drawers of art
landfill.
shit.
Listen, okay,
That's it.
maybe it's a case of depression
And my
for
gum bag.
some mums. I get it. Mental health is real, life is hard. But at some point, you've got to clock in as a parent. Your child should not be learning to walk through trash. And we can't keep commenting stuff like, you're doing awesome. No, she isn't, Judith. She's not
Yeah,
even
Judith,
doing
get
a
the fuck
keg.
outta here.
Look at her house. Every single video is of her cleaning. Cleaning the kitchen, cleaning the living room, cleaning the same hallway again. And somehow, it never actually gets clean. When you're the only one who cleans, and no matter how hard you try, it's always a show somewhere or another. Okay, but like, you chose
How
to
about you
have
clean
4
instead of
kids
making
voluntarily.
TikToks?
And clearly, you didn't teach them like basic cleaning skills. And now you're just trying to backtrack.
So it is not just me learning all these new experiences and stuff. It's
No!
also my children. We are all one big part of this mess, and we are all learning together as a family.
Imagine calling
Bro.
cleaning a new experience.
Bro.
learning all these new experiences.
It's not an experience. You're not rock climbing. You're not taking a pottery
not
class.
me,
You're
bro.
not experimenting with girls for the first time. You're picking
What the
up
hell?
a sock.
And we are all learning together as a family.
I know you said you're learning, but you're not learning quick enough, okay? This has been years of you learning on TikTok how to clean. I don't need you scrubbing the wall 24/7, but there's a limit, right? You have a responsibility as a mother to make sure that your kids live in a clean home. Believe it or not, this does impact kids' mental health long term. Just look at some of the comments people have left who grew up like this. This type of environment made me have no friends as a child because I was so embarrassed to let anyone see my house. My house was like this growing up. I never let friends come over and was so humiliated. My mom was like you. We don't talk much. Don't say I didn't warn you. Now, the worst part of all of this is that Amanda is incentivized to keep her house dirty because she gets views, money, and sponsorship opportunities from TikTok. If her house was clean, she literally wouldn't have content. Get off TikTok and clean your house.
Just make
Let's
better
rate this woman.
content.
She makes me so mad.
The dog would probably be a better parent.
Because
Yeah.
raising your kids
The dog
in
would be
filth
better.
isn't normalizing the mess. It's just straight up abusive. Thank you. Next, meet Hannah Biat, who first went viral for her infamous 17 diaper video.
Let's pick up all the dirty diapers I have lying around my house right now. So I'm counting.
Are you just not cleaning up after your fucking kids? It's not even like you're not cleaning up after your kids. You're just not taking care of your child, bro. Like, what the fuck? The dog would be suffocated. Yeah, on God.
Just 4 diapers right here on the coffee table. So right
Why?
away, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3 diapers. Into
Why?
the bedroom. This is the corner of what my side of the bed looks like at night. I think if I
The
counted right,
fuck?
that's 17 diapers.
Why?
If you think she's lying,
That's
she's
gross.
not. Hannah literally let her kids crawl around the house like it was the Ho Chi Minh Trail, dodging 17 poop landmines like their lives depended on it.
No wonder my house friggin' stinks right now.
And while plenty of people agreed it was disgusting, others rallied behind her.
Yeah,
calling her
no,
raw,
that's
honest, and
completely
relatable.
disgusting.
The
I
17
agree.
diapers trend is absolutely amazing. I love seeing all these moms supporting each other.
17 dirty diapers means 17 times that the kids got changed. It also means that they ate enough to make 17 dirty diapers.
I mean, her original 17 diaper video didn't just go viral, it got her flown out to New York City to speak on a talk show about how hard motherhood can be.
Video starts with how many diapers on the table?
4.
But as Hannah kept posting, people started to realize
More as
maybe
Americans,
she's not actually
we
that
always like this.
relatable.
No, we
and raw.
don't.
Because
Don't
relatable
lie to
moms
him.
forget to fold laundry. They don't forget to feed their kids. Here's a video Hannah filmed of her family trying out some lobster rolls on their trip to Las Vegas. And the dad casually swats his toddler's hand away from the food. Bro, he's 2. He's not about to demolish your lobster combo meal. Let the man have a fry. Meanwhile, Hannah and her husband
the baby can have a
are
fry,
literally
but that's my
gorging
lobster
themselves
roll.
on fast food in front of him. And when James,
Nah, get the
their
kid
baby,
fries.
once
What
again
the fuck,
gorging
bro? Y'all
themselves
see
on
that?
fast food
Nah,
in
look.
front of him.
I don't know this mom. Mom got like fried chicken, all the fucking fries. There's some tinfoil, so you know there's some fucking other good shit in there. Tell me my little boy over here got a salad. That's not even a good looking salad. That's like 4 pieces of romaine, bro. And one of them's wilted. I can see it's wilted right there. That one's wilted too. They didn't even give the boy any good food. Okay, this is what my dad did to me when I asked to have food, so maybe this is just white people thing. Protecting the lobster like a hungry dog. Hey, lobster's not expensive for where we're at least for me, in Karma. Because where lobster is quite local actually for us. But other places, nah. That's just still kind of expensive here, though. I don't know why they make it so expensive. They're like, it's lobster, it's fancy, so we're gonna make it expensive! Even though it's literally out of our ocean right next door, bro. I could go to the beach and pick one up. If the cops don't know, it'd be free, too. I wouldn't get arrested. I want to go get lobsters. I need a license for that, though. Did you know you can only pick up certain ones? They have to be certain sizes, too.
Him. And when James, their baby, once again tries to go for the fry, Hannah pulls him away. Now, obviously, James was visibly distressed and is now crying. I'd be crying too if I was starving. And unfortunately, this is not just a one-off.
Look, not condoning the mom, but at the same time, like, if I literally have a fry in my hand and I'm eating it, like, I'm gonna swat your hand away if I'm actively eating it. That's the same shit I do to my fucking cats, bro. They'll be like, oh my god, you got a french fry. No, it's my fucking french fry. Fuck off. Get a different one. Got a whole plate of french fries. You really have to take the one I'm grabbing, bro? But nah, they should be feeding their kid, though. Like, dead ass, bad parents, horrible parents. Probably, like, F tier, honestly. Like, what the fuck? Like, why are you not seemingly feeding your kids? He protects the food like a dog with food aggression. Yeah, fucking legit.
There are so many
We got
clips
one of those downstairs.
where Hannah and her boyfriend are just eating in
Yep. Bro, how you gonna let the Okay,
there are
no.
so many
now I'm
clips
upset.
where Hannah and
You let the dad over here steal some, but your kid can't have a damn
her
fry?
boyfriend are just eating in front of their toddler.
Y'all saw that, right?
I mean, fast food, sandwiches, sodas, and the kid is just, you know, sitting there, hungry, watching, hoping. And the excuse is always, James will eat later. This is Mama's and Papa's food.
But anyways, the Jersey Mike sandwich is still freaking slapped. James was asking for a bite, and I said, we're in the new car. I'm not giving you a whole sub sandwich, but you can have a bite of my bread. That's what you can have. And then I'll feed you something else when we get home. But no, these sandwiches are for Mom and Dad.
Cool. You want to know what he gets when he gets home? Great
This is just a white people tradition, Turk. We starve our children. No, it's not.
value canned chili. Look, I'm not poor shaming. When I lived in the US, I'd smash a $3 suddenly pasta salad every single day without fail. Not even joking. That was my everyday meal. Survival food is real. But like, are they surviving? Are they, you know, struggling like financially? Nope. Hannah makes $100,000 a year.
I made easy six figures in 2023, and we're doing it again in 2024.
So why is their toddler living on struggle meals while they're inhaling $51 of Popeyes?
I literally just spent $51 on a single Popeyes chicken sandwich. You can check my receipt.
I mean, there are so many other examples like this one. $10 budget for dinner, not a dime more.
This one's Mom's water.
Bruh, that's not water.
And if you can hear, James is like, water, water, can I have some water? And she says, this is Mom's water.
This one's Mom's water.
Are you serious? That is the biggest soda I've ever seen in my life.
Like,
Bro,
you
could
like
water
glaring at your kid
lawn
like that.
with that thing. Also, water is free. You could have just ordered him a cup in the time it took for you to film that TikTok.
It's like a reward.
I can't be hearing this much about food. I already had lunch. I killed mine right before I started stream. Low-key, I might just be a bad mom, but if the baby's hungry, I'll just give them what I have. No, that's like a good mom thing. Like, if you don't got the money, the kids need to eat first. Like, you should also find a way to feed your damn kids.
And just
not be doing this shit.
The food situation couldn't get worse. I stumble into Hannah's budgeting content because yes, she also makes budgeting videos.
What the fuck?
A woman of many talents, most of them bad.
My paycheck for the last 2 weeks came out to $2,550, and my husband's paycheck was $1,780, coming to a total of $4,330. Yes, my husband did spend $1,500 on hunting supplies.
What?
Honestly, I wasn't really that mad about it. I was really, really surprised because usually he's the penny pincher in the relationship, but it's an investment, so I'm like, okay, fine, whatever.
Bruh.
An investment? An investment into what? Murder? Or is it for like self-defense when James finally turns 15 and snaps from years and years of being denied actual food? Look, I'm just saying maybe that $1,500 could have gone towards something more productive, like not letting your toddler
hunting. Investing. No, literally, what?
Feels like 8 degrees. And we're venturing out of the house with 2 kids because I am stupid.
Yeah, you can say that again.
This is how cold the car is. This is literally rock freaking solid. It turned winter in like 0.2 days and this kid doesn't have a big jacket. So I need to find him a big jacket. I'm sorry, but I can't spend $35 on a toddler jacket.
What the?
But you can spend $51 on a Popeye sandwich! The fuck?
You know what? I just can't with this woman because in some other videos, the kid literally flinches when his dad moves near his face. That's weird. The dad is literally handing him an ice cream in this and the kid is flinching. That don't seem right. And I genuinely believe that it's not just the dad doing stuff like that because Hannah herself has said some questionable things too.
I'm a mom to an 18-month-old and I'm sorry, but a pat on the bum doesn't hurt.
I thought people all agreed hunting was the male equivalent of buying clothes when you already have enough. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's like hunting, guns, knives.
Hurt them, it helps them on the long run.
Helps them in the long run?
Huh?
How?
Spanking did not help me. It did not. I'm just telling y'all this now. It literally got to a point my mom did it so much that apparently, I don't remember it, but I really turned around when I was acting up, I guess, and I was like, you can fucking spank me if you want. I didn't say fucking, but I was like, you can spank me if you want, if it'll make you feel better. I just continue on my day after. Like, what the fuck? That doesn't teach me shit. You're just hitting me, bro.
Helps them on the long run.
I used to get a pat on the bum as a kid. Yeah, it helped me go to therapy for the rest of my life.
cheap
anyway,
mother, yeah, for real. Yeah,
let's
lost all
rank
hope.
Hannah. F tier.
It damages your motor function and hurts your ability to trust. I don't even care if that's true or not. I trust Lori.
Easy
yes, sir.
one.
Yes,
Maybe
ma'am.
by some miraculous
Everyone listen
act
to Miss
of
Lori.
God, she could pull herself out of this low score, but I highly doubt it. Anyway, don't worry, this is not the last episode of Bad Moms. Please suggest some more moms that I should cover in the next video. And subscribe not to miss that. Thanks for watching. Again, if you're interested in learning about—
Ooh, it's Brookie! We love Brooke.
My friends at Balessa and I are literally sending out free toys.
I don't want to hear about vibrators. Sorry, girl. We love you, though. We love you. Alright. Yeah. After this, I will hop off.
My giveaway. More on
But
that in
one
a
last
second.
video
Hi,
for
dudes,
everyone.
I'm Brooke.
I hope you
And
guys
as
all
many of
enjoy.
you
Let me
already
change the
know,
title.
I am a mother to my perfect biological daughter, Navy Blue. Seeing as how she is a girl, though, I will never truly know love, according to the boy moms of social media. But I don't know. Personally, I don't think that they'll ever truly know love until they have a Chihuahua Poodle Shih Tzu Yorkie Cavalier King Charles Spaniel mix. That's a Chihuahua Shit Yorkalier for short. Anyway, Navy, you can be excused if you'd like. Everybody say thank you,
let me live in his
Navy.
house.
You want to go back to watching your Looney Tunes? You want to get greeny for your participation? Do you want a greenie for your participation?
That's how I be talking to Cora.
Just get one. Anyway, I'm sure you've
I have to
all
get her
heard
some
the
more
term
old
boy
Rose.
mom at some point. It's gained a lot of popularity on social media over the past few years, and while initially it may seem like a pretty innocuous way for moms to label their experience raising sons, the label has quickly become associated with moms who treat their sons like romantic partners.
What the hell?
Then call the rest of us haters for telling them that that's fucking weird. But today I don't just want to talk about the way those boy moms act when their sons are young kids. I also want to talk about what I see as a pipeline from this behavior between moms and sons to adult men who struggle with relationships and autonomy in adulthood, ending up stereotypical mama's boys. But before I get further into that, let me take a second to tell you about today's sponsor, Balessa.
Both my dads
Dudes,
left,
you know
so.
Balessa by now. Balessa Tech makes Flint. The brains at Balessa created what they call Whisper Tech, and it somehow
If you're
delivered
into
us
a
an
vibrator, you can get some Balessa.
win a free toy.
Look at her description.
You hear that?
Here.
Exactly. You can't hear anything. These toys are
Weirdo.
so luxurious and
Weirdo boy moms are raising inept mama's boys. You want to look at her sponsorship? That's in her description, I believe. Yep, that's in her description. Ain't my sponsorship.
boy mom
I
was
get paid.
originally just innocently a way for moms to say that they had a son or sons. But over time, it's become associated with specific creepy and icky behavior. When most of us hear boy moms now, we basically hear incest. Self-described boy moms often post about how they're their son's first love, or how a parent doesn't truly know unconditional love until they have a boy.
They say if you ever need to know what real love feels like,
Both my dads left. Those dad jokes gotta hurt, man. They both left before I was 7.
my son. And now I know what they meant.
Or they'll even act out scenarios where they'll be a bitch to their toddler son's fictional future girlfriend. Because of course he'll be straight. A lot of these moms will often post mom content that romanticizes the bond that they have with their son, blasting past where boundaries should be and making everybody extremely fucking uncomfortable in the process.
POV. Your son's GF comes over and you let all your crazy out to play.
What the fuck?
And guys, I promise I'm not
That's
just being
so
judgy for no
creepy.
reason.
I've got a mouth and I can scream. I couldn't type for some reason. No,
Legitimate
Dirk!
research into parent-child enmeshment shows that blurred emotional boundaries like this can be extremely harmful. For example, emotional enmeshment can interfere with a child's development of autonomy, leading to difficulties in emotional regulation and independence later in life. This kind of behavior can be found across thousands of social media posts, where mothers will describe themselves as obsessed.
I should buy that game and force Am3nity to play it for my birthday. Better not be mouthwashing.
obsessed with their sons, and no matter how old he is, insists that no woman will ever compare to the love that they share with their child. Like, some of these moms will have a whole ass newborn in their arms and immediately start like seething at the thought of that baby falling in love someday. They will fully like rage bait themselves, and then when they get too worked up to the point where they need to let it out, they go to social media to threaten the non-existent romantic partner of their newborn. Like, girl, he's still in mittens. You've got a sec.
Yeah, girl.
And
bro,
while
divorce
these
must hit that
might
bitch
be
hard
intended
then.
as lighthearted, their long-term psychological impact, especially when reinforced throughout this kid's entire childhood, can be really significant. According to attachment theory, overly involved or emotionally fused parenting styles disrupt the development of actual secure attachments and increase the likelihood of anxious, preoccupied attachment in adulthood. Another issue with boy moms is the difference in the way that they treat their daughters versus their sons. And you may be thinking, but if somebody calls themselves a boy mom, doesn't that imply that they only have sons? Yeah, that's what you'd think, right? But no, it's that fucking weird. They're actually just exceptionally proud to be moms to their sons.
Speaking of rage baiting myself, once I got so mad at Roulette, I started genuinely believing he was taunting me and speaking to me, bro. Girl, you gotta chill.
As opposed to their stupid bitch
I'd be
daughters.
that way with games.
So when these boy moms do have kids of both genders, favoritism of the boys often plays a central role in their parenting. And speaking of favoritism, it seems like everybody's still favoring Mr. Beast because he still has more subscribers than me. And I do find that to be inherently sexist. So if you guys could please subscribe so that I could beat Mr. Beast by my birthday, which is February 9th, I think that would really help feminism as a cause move forward. So hashtag sharks bite beasts, guys. We can totally do it. Anyway, multiple studies have found that parents very frequently engage in gender-based differential treatment. Sons are more likely to be given leniency and praised for minimal effort, while daughters are expected to take on emotional labor or household responsibilities, which I can't imagine has any problematic effects on society at all. This imbalance in treatment can often create an internalized sense of entitlement in boys. And on the other hand, it can build resentment and self-sacrificing tendencies in girls. Over time, these patterns reinforce really harmful gender roles that, in the short term, affect sibling relationships, and in the long term, really affect the children's self-worth and contribute to misogyny and the patriarchy as a whole. In researching for this video, I found that studies suggest that boys are often rewarded for like dominant or physical behavior, while girls are often disciplined for that same behavior. This difference in treatment doesn't just shape their childhood experiences, though. It also sets the stage for how men and women perceive responsibility and emotional labor in their adult relationships.
Girl, get a bigger bag.
Boys raised in these types of environments may never be held accountable for their actions at home, while their sisters are effectively raised to become caregivers. These early lessons transfer into our adult relationships, where women raised this way are expected to carry the emotional and domestic load in romantic partnerships, while men raised this way believe that's the way it should be, and expect women in their lives to be their mommies. Not to mention that when these boys grow up and become men, those boy moms still see them as the perfect human beings with no flaws. So when that man does something fucked up, mommy comes to the rescue. For example, like in this TikTok, where this girl who posted it said, "Throwback to getting kicked out by my ex's mom. She flew from Georgia to New York City while I was out of town to pack my stuff in boxes. And when I came home, she was there calling her son her husband."
What the fuck?
This is worse than I thought, Gage.
I never wanted it to be like this.
What are you doing to better yourself? Nothing. You're mooching
The
off my son.
Also, the girl who posted this came on after to tell the story of the whole thing
fuck?
and mentioned that he was cheating on her when this happened. It's still such classic boy mom behavior to jump in and do something like this for your son while he's also just being horrible to his girlfriend. Meanwhile, you don't even know the whole fucking story. Also, why are you packing up her shit and like touching her shit? Not to mention that there's like laws around that you can't just kick people out with no notice and like tenant laws and things like that. The whole thing's just fucked up. But it reminds me also of those moms whose sons commit horrific crimes and the moms insist that their son is still a sweet little angel or even go as far as to blame the victims. Like, for example, when Brock Turner raped an unconscious woman, his mother Carlene wrote a 4-page letter to the judge begging for his mercy. In it, she spends all 4 of those pages gushing about what a perfect, sweet, handsome little angel her perfect little rapist son is. Here is an excerpt from the end of that letter. This is his future life. I beg of you, please don't send him to jail/prison. Look at him. He won't survive it. Which, when she says that,
Brother.
is she alluding to the fact that he would get sexually assaulted in prison? Because
I mean, that's what he was doing,
that's
so...
like his whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep going. Then she goes on to say, he will be
here.
damaged forever, and I fear he will be a major target. Stanford boy, college kid, college athlete, all the publicity. This would be a death sentence for him. Having lost everything he has ever worked for his entire life, and knowing the
Yo, this was supposed to be a funny video, like right after the Shadman video. I mean, the other one was a funny one. This one's a little more serious.
Of his life certainly is more than harsh. Your Honor, please be kind and merciful to my beautiful son. Give me a fucking break. Sorry, I said that, not her. Then she goes on to say, he is suffering and will continue to pay for this for his entire lifetime. Okay. Except he doesn't. Spoiler alert. Anyway, she's acting like they just plucked him off the street and decided to like throw him into the court system for no reason. Carlene, your son is scum. If I had a son that did what your son did, I'd kill him myself. One of the other disturbing issues surrounding boy moms is covert incest. And obviously, for YouTube reasons, I'm gonna have to bleep the fuck out of this, but covert incest, sometimes also referred to as emotional, is a dynamic in which a parent relies on a child to fulfill emotional needs that would typically be met by their romantic partner. Dr. Kenneth M. Adams is actually the one who coined the term, and he says that covert incest does not involve physical abuse, but nevertheless it creates a significant psychological burden on the child. These types of mothers may talk to their sons about adult issues, rely on them for validation, or expect them to prioritize her emotions above everything else. This enmeshment leads to an inappropriate level of intimacy and responsibility being placed on the child. Because after all, your child is not supposed to be burdened with these adult issues. According to Dr. Adams, when these kids become adults, they often struggle with things like intimacy and autonomy. One of the defining traits of covert incest, though, is that the parent displaying this behavior doesn't acknowledge or even realize that boundaries are being crossed. Because there's no physical behavior, these boy moms feel justified in their emotional dependency because, in their minds, they're just really close with their sons. And a lot of the times, they're even being praised by other moms for said closeness.
What the fuck?
Except the gag is that this closeness can't be mutual. It just places a psychological pressure on the child to manage the emotional needs of an adult. When these children grow up, their sense of self-worth is often tied to how well they can maintain the emotional stability of those around them. And this can lead to them being over-accommodating or, alternatively, emotionally unavailable due to the fatigue of being their mom's emotional caretaker since they were a child. The way this presents on social media is often really fucking creepy. Boy moms will literally post shit like this and then be shocked when people in the comments are grossed out.
Mom, you looking sexy and beautiful.
What the fuck?
Like, sexy is a really bizarre thing for a kid to call his mom. I'm sorry.
Beautiful?
Especially when being met with the, like,
sexy?
being a boy mom hits different that they all say. And then there's shit like this, too.
Ew. No. Ew, ew, ew. Jail, 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 jail.
And that was obviously another creator reposting it because the original was taken down when people told her that she was a fucking freak for that. But holy shit, dude.
You are, girl.
What would possess you to think that that's a normal thing to post? Like, sincerely, if you asked her to explain the joke, what would she say? As boys raised by these toxic boy moms grow up, they often become emotionally dependent adults. They may lack essential life skills and seek out partners who will continue to be the caretaker role that was previously filled by their mothers, which is pretty easy for men to do in our society, given that men are taught their whole life that women are basically only born to take care of them and be their caretakers and chefs. So it might not even seem abnormal for these men to be seeking out a woman who acts just like their mommy did, who gives them everything they want all the time and is emotionally enmeshed with them the way they have been taught relationships should be. But of course, no matter how great this new romantic partner is, she still won't be number one, because that spot will always be held for mom. We'll talk about that more in a second. Clinical psychologist Dr. Lindsay C. Gibson, author of Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents, describes these men as often exhibiting emotional immaturity and difficulty establishing reciprocal adult relationships. They may expect caretaking from their partners while offering little to nothing in return. But because it's so typical that young girls are raised to be caretakers and learn to care for not only themselves, but those around them as well, this dynamic doesn't always feel entirely abnormal or unexpected to women. Like I mentioned earlier, girls and boys, even in households where this boy-mom behavior isn't necessarily present, just due to the society we live in, are often raised with completely different sets of expectations and taught to expect certain things from one another as well. This often leads to girls learning how to talk through their emotions and care for not only themselves, but those around them, and with boys often learning that they need to show no emotion and expect others to cater to them. And of course, that's not always the case, but it is a fairly regular thing. Men raised by boy moms who didn't encourage independence may become what psychologists call developmentally delayed in their emotional evolution. They rely on external caretakers rather than internal regulation and often form codependent relationships. In these relationships, partners are expected to be a surrogate mom rather than an actual partner. The division of household responsibilities often reflects what was modeled in their family growing up, with emotional labor often disproportionately falling on the woman. And if that woman was to say something about this, these men may lash out or retreat emotionally, because that's what's worked for them since they were kids. And boy moms often remain deeply involved in their adult sons' lives, which can obviously lead to issues in his adult relationships. Some common intrusions are mothers interfering in household decisions or undermining the authority of her son's partner, basically becoming the stereotypical nightmare mother-in-law.
What the hell? Foul.
Typically, when somebody gets into a serious relationship or married, that partner is effectively their new family and priority. And when two people are trying to have a life together and one of them keeps involving his mother in that life, that can lead to some serious issues, especially given that these boy moms don't typically have appropriate boundaries with their sons. And the son may be used to that, but when you get a partner involved who suddenly is like, what the fuck is happening? Why is she so in our business? That's gonna cause some serious problems in the relationship, especially if kids are involved.
So romantic. Baby, she's gonna give it Chi-Chi. Baby. If you don't give it Chi-Chi, she will.
These mom or mother-in-law boundary and violations can be things like unwanted visits, controlling behavior with grandchildren, unsolicited parenting advice, or resistance to household rules set by the adult couple. In this case, the adult son, having been conditioned his entire life to prioritize his mother's emotional needs above his own or anyone else's, often struggles to set firm boundaries.
2, 1.
What the fuck?
Not the mom first.
This emotional triangle creates an unstable dynamic where nobody's happy. The cycle often continues because the mother's validation is so essential to the son's identity, even at times at the expense of his partner. A great, or horrific, depending on how you look at it, example of this is the TLC show I Love a Mama's Boy, which you can imagine is an infuriating watch. Now, I have personally seen every episode of this show, and as much as I'd love to say it was for thorough research for this video, it's honestly just because I love watching trash TV that worsens my already testy anger issues. If you've never heard of this show, it basically follows different couples where the mother would have the son crawl back up into her womb if it were possible. The partner of said son is always saying things like, hey, can we just set a boundary where maybe your mom doesn't sleep in the bed between us? And then the mom, because of course, you know, she's never not there, will be like, no, and you should honestly just move out to give us some space. And I hate you, and I wish you were dead. And then the son will be like, hey, whatever mom says goes, you know, she knows best. I'm barely exaggerating. I'll show you some clips.
Go ahead. Honestly, Kelly, we were just having like a pretty deep talk.
It's okay. I mean, whatever Matthew goes through, I'm involved.
Matt just hasn't been a good partner.
You're saying that Matt hasn't been a good partner, but
this is the second worst video we've watched. Is that a compliment or an insult to me? Insult to the video, probably. Compliment to me, probably. Ooh, there's gonna be good shit to edit, though.
You have?
Yes.
Short.
I don't want to have no more tension between you and Emily. It's like a never-ending cycle, Ma. We can't just keep on doing this.
What do you expect from me?
You, me, and Emily live in one roof.
Shkeeb, no.
The entire show makes me want to claw my fucking eyes out. No man is worth that. But there are plenty of moms who have sons who aren't these weird toxic boy moms that we're talking about today. So what causes a mom to become a boy mom? I personally think that a boy mom is a pick-me who never grew out of it. If you've been a male-centered woman and seeked out male validation your entire life, then you give birth to a male who knows nothing but to love you, of course you're going to describe that as the most pure form of love, or whatever they're always saying. And of course, if any of these moms are also unhappy with the way they're being treated by their actual romantic partner, they run to their sons because they have the power in that dynamic. Overall, while the term boy mom may seem harmless, it can mask way deeper issues that evolve into a pattern of emotional dependency and enmeshment. The goal should be to raise emotionally independent children capable of forming balanced, respectful relationships, not a little mini husband that you get to raise. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it right there. For more videos, check out my second channel, Brooksharks Bites, where I post beauty and lifestyle content. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and you can join my Patreon. I post some extras over there, and I also have a Patreon exclusive Discord. Don't forget to beat the shit out of the like button and murder the subscribe button. And if you're feeling crazy, you can get emotionally enmeshed with the bell. I'll see you soon with another video.
Yeah, that Shadman video was so bad. Well, thank you all for joining. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Possibly stream tomorrow. If you guys want to keep posted, then make sure to join the Discord. That is in the little Twitch bio. Somewhere in there, just click the little Twitch social thing. And, yeah. I'll see you guys tomorrow, possibly over the weekend. Definitely within the next few days, right? Enjoy your guys' night. Ada, ada, ada.